Time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now this morning. Good morning, you guys.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I feel like that if you're listening to that in the car on 105.1 The Buzz, you have a teardrop that's like coming down one eye nice and slow with the slow motion camera.
Or just a burning rage for John Mayer.
That too.
Teardrops on your guitar.
Yeah, exactly. So talk about this. This John Mayer's addressing the T Swift hate.
Yeah, he's getting so many hateful messages. So last week we know Jake Gyllenhaal was trending right before Taylor Swift re-released some music that was allegedly about him. Well, the next set of music that she's supposed to be releasing has that song Dear John, which yet again, that's allegedly about John Mayer. And so as a result, he's been getting really hateful messages, like cyberbullying messages. And he decided to respond back to somebody that sent him something on Instagram, which was basically just very violent and mean. And John sent back, I just chose you at random. I've been getting thousands of these, but I need to know, is this actually how you feel? And the person was like super apologetic and was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you would actually read this. I'm so sorry. My friend is a Taylor Swift fan. Please don't sue me. And then they made a TikTok where they shared where like screenshots of where he had messaged them. And then they've since taken it down and disabled it because they do not come out looking good in it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we see this all the time with, you know, and not just celebrities, anybody that gets cyberbullied online. It's like people just like don't think about the fact that there's a human on the other side of that screen who reads that. Things you would never say to somebody in person. It's just, ugh.
And I think it's a good reminder too, that like someone is going to read that. Think of that. He's getting thousands of these and John Mayer's seeing them. And we know he's got a large ego. So the fact that he stopped down and was like, I'm going to go ahead and address this. And it's not Taylor Swift's fault. She's just an artist who put out great music.
Right.
I've been swarmed before by the Beehive on Twitter because they got mad at me. And that wasn't Beyonce's fault. It's just kind of this fandom thing that happens. And so I think it's just a good reminder of, hey, let's not spread negativity in the world today. How about we tell somebody that they're great instead of how much we hate them?
Right? I mean, or I don't know, just spend less time and energy worrying about a celebrity's old romance from years ago. I just feel like, isn't there like better things we can be doing with our time? Honestly.
And like Liz said, some of those celebrity fan bases can be really vicious sometimes. I mean, one time I made a sarcastic joke to Travis on Twitter and somebody told me to go back to MySpace with my old self, you know? So
get out of here.
It can be pretty bad. Just one person though, Travis.
Okay, good.
I'm so sorry, Mike. That's so hurtful.
Just know if you're listening out there, we're gonna joke around all the time, whether it's on Twitter or on person. So it is what it is.
It's not real beef, everybody.
Yeah, it's not real. It's not real.
It's not
real unless we're talking about the Red Sox and Mariners. Then maybe it's a little bit real.
Then it gets real.
All right. Harry Styles. He's explained why he doesn't want to talk about his love life. Why is that?
This is like the opposite end of Taylor
Swift. I know. I feel like we get the polar opposites.
Yeah, he did an interview with a magazine, Dazed, and he was asked, like, why don't you talk about your love life? And his response to why he doesn't talk about his love life is the most he's talked about it in 5 years. And he said it's because he likes to compartmentalize those as two different separate parts of his life. One is work. One is his personal life, and he doesn't really like to mix them. And I feel like that has to be really difficult. One, because, you know, he's dating Olivia Wilde. That's all we know. But just in life in general, like I talk about my husband, Boo Bear, all the time, just because that's the person I hang out with. That's the person I talk to. So if I'm having a conversation, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe what Boo Bear did yesterday. And I feel like it's got to be really difficult to always have that restraint and remember like, okay, wait a second. Don't talk about this, only talk about this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I get why he would do it, right? Because it's so hard when you're only telling snippets of your life to the media. People only see a little part of it, right? So then they get ideas in their head about what your relationship is like, and they don't really know.
Yeah. Well, then the other thing too is if you start dating someone in the future that's not the person you were gushing about, do they get a weird complex? Like if you're the next person to marry Tom Cruise, do you get mad if he doesn't jump on a couch? Like it's that kind of idea. Like, I don't know. If you're not the one, I don't know if I want to tell everybody because I don't want this to come back and haunt me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough dynamic, I guess. I don't feel like these celebrities can win these battles a lot of times.
No,
like people kind of claw at both sides.
They want to know a bunch, and then you tell them stuff, and then they get mad at you for what you tell them, and it's just, you know.
And especially with Harry Styles, his love life has always been like a topic of curiosity when it comes to folks out there in the media or in just general life. And I got to respect what he's doing. See, I would love to actually talk about my love life on the radio, but you have to actually have one to talk about it. So there's that.
Oh my goodness.
One day, Mike. One day, somebody will swipe the right direction. One day.
Swipe right,
Never
swipe
going to
right.
happen.
At least, you know, in Harry's case, not talking about his love life has not hindered his career in the slightest. I think he's still very much talked about. So.
That is true. Just like Mike, still very much talked about.
Yeah, we're gonna get you in the tabloids here soon, Mike. We'll be
People talk
digging
about
up some
Harry in a
smut.
good way.
Yeah.
No comment.
Oh,
no
that's
comment.
sad. That is sad.
I'm going to go back to
All right,
MySpace
guys. We'll
now,
see you
guys.
tomorrow.
Yeah, go have fun on MySpace, Mike.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
All right, bye. And again, you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz. It's all in good fun, everybody.
No.